fool? We'll find out what's making co-hosts Bruce Jenner and Pamela Sue Martin and special guest Scott Baio laugh so much. From the University of California in Santa Barbara, the site where actors will become athletes, the set becomes a playing field, and where success writes the script, this is Star Games. Our first team combines members from the television shows Fame and Give Me a Break. First from Fame, Billy Hufsey. Carlo Imperato, one of Fame's original cast members. And Jesse Borrego. The ladies from Give Me a Break, Lori Hendler. Thelma Hopkins, who stars as Dr. Addie Wilson, and Laura Jill Miller, who plays Samantha. And representing one of daytime's hottest soaps, the team from General Hospital, Brian Patrick Clark, Steve Bond, Brad Mall, Shelley Taylor Morgan, who plays Lorena Sharp, lovely Sherilyn Walder, and Jackie Zeman. And our third team from the motion picture Police Academy, Bruce Mahler, Drill Sergeant Callahan, Leslie Easterbrook, Marion Ramsey, Deborah Lee Scott, Scott Thompson, who played Copeland, and Brant Van Hoffman. Special appearances by Scott Baio and Flip Wilson. And our commissioner, Dick Butkus. Now to our hosts, Pamela Sue Martin and Bruce Jenner.
Welcome to Star Games. We're on the beautiful campus of the University of California at Santa Barbara for a first-round competition.
Over the coming weeks, there'll be 18 teams competing for more than $1 million in cash and prizes. The teams represent some of your all-time favorite TV shows.
We even have a team from a great comedy motion picture.
Hey, Bruce. Hi, Pam.
Hey,
Listen,
Scott.
congratulations on the new show.
Thank you.
Can I do it now?
No, I'll let you know when.
Okay.
3 teams have been randomly chosen to compete against each other in today's show. And through the process of elimination, we'll match up against other teams that have been successful in their competitions. And then 13 weeks from today, the top 3 teams will face off to determine who is Hollywood's finest and Star Games champion. Now, the team captain has the responsibility of deciding who will compete against each other in the different events. And that game plan will go a long way in determining the success or failure of that team.
Listen, Pam, I can't hold them back much longer.
Okay, not now. I'll let you know a little later. The competitors will be taking part in team as well as individual events. I can tell you that these people are as competitive as those as we watched not long ago here in Southern California during the 1984 Summer Olympic Games. Bruce, as you well know, it is customary for athletes having won a medal in the Olympics to bow when receiving it. So if I were you, I might do the same.
What are you talking about?
Well, don't say I didn't try. Let the games begin. Now, Scott!
Competition's about to begin, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Star Games. Barry Tompkins, what about this event? Well, the first event, Bruce, is kayaking, and I've noticed that these teams are really into the strategy making.
Right. Now we're going to the right, so it's right.
Right, okay.
Right. Right. Okay, now we're back to normal. Left. Right. Now we're starting to go left. Left. Left.
Now, which side are we going around the kayak?
Okay, Steve's going to hold us and push us from back. Just while we're getting in. While we're getting in, try to keep it straight.
Right. There's going to be a tendency to paddle. Might get hit. Let me just handle it.
All right, well, just keep it straight.
I'll keep it straight.
This is our Police Academy mascot, Scruffy!
Do it for Scruffy is our motto.
We're ready for our first event, the kayak relay. The way this race works is there are 4 participants for each team, 2 men and 2 women. In the first leg of the race, 2 of them row up around a buoy and back. The second group does the same. The scoring is 100 points for first place, 75 for second, and 50 for third. Bruce is with a man who claims to be an authority on this sport.
Bruce, you may not know this about me, but I once challenged the entire distance of the Mississippi River.
No.
Yes, and then having reached New Orleans, I immediately traversed the White Rapids of the Colorado River upstream.
Really?
Certainly.
I didn't know. I had no idea that you were so athletic.
Athletic?
Yeah.
Athletic. Me athletic? Bruce, you don't know the half of my athletic prowess.
Well, maybe we could talk about it.
Why not?
Tell me about half of it.
So while Bruce and Flip discuss their athletic prowess, we'll look at how Star Games works. The competition is made up of 18 teams, which are randomly matched up until 3 teams make it to the finals. Here's the bracket that today's teams are in. The winners and the second-place finishers from each of the competitions advance. In the second round, the same process continues, and so on.
Now, that is a lot of competition. But let's get back to the pool. The race is about to begin, Barry.
Ladies and gentlemen, rolling in the first lane.
In lane number 1, from Fame Gimme a Break, rolling the first leg, Laura Jill Miller and Billy Hufsey. Rolling in the second leg, Lori Hendler and Carlo Imperato. In lane 2, from the Police Academy, rolling the first leg, Leslie Easterbrook and Bruce Mahler. Rolling in the second leg, Deborah Lee Scott and Brant Van Hoffman. And in the third lane, from General Hospital, Jackie Zeman and Steve Bond. Rolling in the second leg, Sherilyn Walter and Brian Patrick Clark.
Okay, now there are the lanes. Now again, it's up around the buoy and back 2 times.
Brian Patrick Clark gives General Hospital a great push-off for an early lead. Jackie and Steve not exactly paddling in unison, but they're keeping their lead. Laura Jill Miller from the Fame Gimme a Break team seems to like the low rider approach. Laura Jill and Billy Hufsey now seeming to have trouble staying level at the buoy. Police Academy's Leslie Easterbrook and Bruce Mahler are stuck on the buoy. General Hospital still ahead. They're on their way back. A very determined Billy Hufsey and Laura Jill Miller. The first changeover, the exchange now very important. A team can really lose time or make up time here. Let's see how they all do. Well, General Hospital seem to have the best exchange. Now it's Deborah Lee Scott and Brant Van Hoffman trying to go in the right direction. General Hospital, smooth maneuver.
Scruffy's very disappointed.
The Police Academy team must have gone back to get Scruffy on board. They are so far behind. Carlo Imperato and Lori Hendler a little bit off course. Deborah Lee Scott and Brant Van Hoffman finally making some headway. In fact, they're even catching the Fame Gimme a Break team. General Hospital wins with a time of 1:46.82. Police Academy now in second, and they're coming into the finish. Fame Gimme a Break still is having steering problems. Well, Deborah Lee Scott is relieved. I don't think she really likes the water too much. General Hospital discussing a great win. Let's take another look now at Lori Hendler and Carlo Imperato as they take the scenic route.
Good, so let's not do that anymore.
Well, we're not going to do it anymore. Now we're going to win.
Now we know what
Now
losing
we're
feels
gonna
like, so we're through with that.
Right.
And another look at Sherilyn Walter and Brian Patrick Clark winning easily.
So, after one event, General Hospital's ahead with 100 points. Police Academy in second with 75, and Fame Gimme a Break, 50 points.
There's no question, General Hospital, one of daytime's hottest soap operas. And one of its stars, Brian Patrick Clark, a former college football player. He was a regular on 8 is Enough, and his talents were put to the challenge when he played a dual role on General Hospital.
The thing that I like best about being on General Hospital, I think, is the dedication of the fans.
Right. Sherilyn Walter is expected to participate in every event today. We've seen her face before, guesting on several shows, most notably, though, as a regular on BJ and the Bear.
Show me that finish tape.
Steve Bond is a super athlete. He once ran in the Boston Marathon. As a youngster, Steve played boy in the last Tarzan movie.
There you are. There you are. Daddy did this for you, honey.
You leave me alone. We're fine. I'm doing my own game here.
Shelley Taylor Morgan has been seen in films, television, and on the stage.
Meanwhile, I'm biting my nails. I never bite my nails. I have my nails done, but now I'm biting them.
Brad Mall has made many guest appearances. He was also a member of the chorus in Evita. He's got a pretty good attitude about today's competition.
I'm going to try to grow my hair back now for a while.
And Jackie Zeman, said to be the most expensive lady on daytime soaps. She also hosts her own radio show.
I've never been in any kind of sports athletic competition before. It's sort of that same feeling that you get when you're waiting for Santa Claus to come on Christmas Eve. It's very exciting.
That's the team from General Hospital. We'll be back with the swimming sprints right after this. Next, and Pamela is at the pool.
Our commissioner, former Chicago Bear middle linebacker Dick Butkus, is with Jackie Zeman, General Hospital's Bobby, a bad girl turned good. But it looks like she may be returning to her old ways.
Hey, big fella, what are you doing out here?
Well, I'm the commissioner. You know, I'm the one that looks and makes sure everybody plays by the rules.
Oh, well, in that case, can I blow on your whistle? What do you say we bend the rules a little bit? You know, like little old me.
Jackie, maybe that might make a little difference, but do I really look like a guy that could be swayed? I mean, little old me.
We're back at the pool here at UC Santa Barbara, and it is now time for the swimming events. First up will be the women's sprint. There are 2 women from each team participating. Each will swim 25 yards or 1 width of the pool. The scoring, 50 points for first, 25 for second, and 10 for third. Bruce is once again with a man who is as at home in the water as Flipper himself.
Bruce, this is a little-known fact, but no one has ever swam the English Channel from England to France and then back to England again without stopping. Well, do you see this body?
Yeah.
Well, this body was once so svelte, so chiseled out of granite, I was greased from head to toe and primed for the swim that would enter my name in the Guinness World Book of Records.
That is amazing.
Don't think nothing of it.
All right, I won't.
So while Flip is entertaining Bruce with his swimming accomplishments, Pamela's with someone with quite another story.
What? I'm here with Deborah Lee Scott, my personal favorite contestant.
Ah, and a close old friend.
That's right. And I want to know how you feel about the swimming.
Do I look like a swimmer? I have white body. It's never seen the sun. I don't even go in the bathtub. I take showers, and I'm so scared, and I can't stand that you're doing this to me.
Except you've been practicing like
for a week. I tried to learn how
to swim.
Yeah. So we'll see how I do. I'm doing Shelley Winters from the Poseidon Adventure. It's basically
She'll be great. I know she will.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Okay, well, we'll soon find out how she's going to do. We are ready for the introductions. In lane number 1 from Police Academy, Leslie Easterbrook. In lane 2 from Fame Gimme a Break, Laura Jill Miller. Lane number 3 from General Hospital, Sherilyn Walder. In lane 4 from Police Academy, Deborah Lee Scott. She looks ready. In lane 5 from Fame Gimme a Break, it's Lori Hendler. And in lane 6 from the General Hospital team, Shelley Taylor Morgan.
Look at Deborah Lee Scott. She looks anxious.
The start, and it's very even. Right now, the race seems to be between Lori Hendler, she's in lane 5, Shelley Taylor Morgan in lane 6, and Laura Jill Miller in lane 2, a very close third. It's going to be Lori Hendler taking first place, but the call between second and third, too close. Let's take one more look at that. That's Shelley in lane 6, Laura to her far side. Looks like Shelley just touched her out. And that's how they finished. Fame Gimme a Break claiming first and third. And let's take one more look at the style and grace of Deborah Lee Scott. I don't think she's mastered her stroke quite yet.
I just want to cry. I want to go home and go to bed.
You got your swimming part over with, right?
No, there's There's relay next. I have to jump over somebody and swim. Oy vey.
Now it's time for the men to get in the water for the men's swim sprints. Now, it works the same as the women's event. 2 participants from each team. It's just 25 yards, definitely a sprint. And the point system, 50 points for first, 25 for second, and 10 points for third. Now, the scoring so far in the competition is General Hospital with 125, Fame, Give Me a Break, 110, and Police Academy, 75. And Pamela right now is with Steve Bond of General Hospital.
We've been watching you in practice, and you have a very good dive. Are you a swimmer?
I used to be a diver when I was a kid, but I haven't swam much in the last few years. I mean, working on General Hospital keeps you kind of busy, so.
But you have some experience in diving.
I think this is I have experience in diving. I think this is going to be our weakest event, so if we can get by this.
Really?
We'll be all right. Yeah.
Okay, so after this, that's when your team's going to come
Well,
up
I think
strong.
I've been running a lot. I've been running for a long time. I've run a marathon, so I feel pretty comfortable with the running.
Oh, great.
This is something that I feel sort of so-so on.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, well, good luck at all of them.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now, here are the scores after 2 events. Now, let's get to the intros of the men's swim sprints. Barry.
In lane number 1, Bruce, from General Hospital, it's Steve Bond. Lane 2 from Police Academy, Scott Thompson. Swimming in lane 3 from Fame, Give Me a Break, Carlo Imperato. In lane number 4 from General Hospital, it's Brad Mall. Lane 5 from Police Academy, Grant Van Hoffman. And in lane 6 from Fame, Give Me a Break, Billy Hufsey.
Well, some of these guys are in pretty good shape, and I think this should be a relatively quick race.
Carlo Imperato, a great dive. He takes an early lead. And look at Grant Van Hoffman in lane 5. Van Hoffman catching him quickly and now taking a slight lead. Lane 6 is Billy Hufsey. Lane 2, Carlo Imperato. Lane 1, Steve Bond very close. Grant Van Hoffman wins, but another close call for second.
Grant's winning time, 12.25 seconds. And while he's celebrating that victory, let's take another look at that close race for second. That's Carlo Imperato in lane 3 and Steve Bond in lane 1. And a slow motion replay shows that Carlo just touches out for second, Steve Bond third. Now, there are the placements in this event, and Pamela is with the winner.
There were 2 fish on either side of me, and I thought I was going to come in maybe third, fourth. Then all of a sudden, my teammates are jumping in the water going, you won, you idiot, you won. I owe it all to Flipper. Yeah. And Scruffy, we did it for Scruffy.
Oh, that's right.
Our armadillo who's across, he'll be over here in a minute. Scruffy! Scruff, Pamela, he loves you. He does.
Okay, after 3 events, Police Academy is closing the gap, and it's becoming a very tight race. Perhaps the Police Academy mascot has been some help.
Well, Bruce, while we have a minute, let's meet the cast of the film Police Academy. Bruce Mahler, an inspirational captain, was a writer as well as a performer on the ABC series Fridays. Aside from Police Academy, he's also appeared in the film Friday the 13th, Part 4.
Way to put him away. Whoa. And if you believe that, would you like to buy this watch?
Hi, Ma.
Marion Ramsey has been providing strong support for her team. She recently was seen on Broadway in Grind and has a budding singing career as well.
But, I'm gonna win.
Grant Van Hoffman played Kyle Blanks in Police Academy. He was seen this summer in Rustler's Rhapsody and has written comedy for the likes of Rodney Dangerfield.
Have we trained? Yes, we were coached by Bubba Smith.
Leslie Easterbrook is probably best known for her role as Rhonda Lee in the Laverne and Shirley series, but it was a far cry from the drill sergeant in Police Academy to singing the national anthem at Super Bowl 17.
But we had a great time when we made Police Academy. It's the most fun time I've ever had in my life working on anything, so we'll do anything to get together.
Scott Thompson seems to have drawn the duty of keeper of the team mascot, Scruffy. Other film credits for him include roles in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Johnny Dangerously, and Ghoulies. Deborah Lee Scott has had roles in such films as American Graffiti and Our Time, in which she co-starred with Pamela Sue. She was also a regular on the hit television series Angie and Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman.
Hi, Mom. I want everybody to see I'm in a pool. Everybody.
The Police Academy team, they're now in contention. The swimming relay is next. Relay. A recap of the scores so far shows that these teams are pretty evenly matched. Here's Bruce with a description of the event.
The swim relay is coming up next, a real team event. There'll be 4 members on each team that'll be racing. Now, the first swimmer goes 50 yards. That's up the pool and back. The next 2 swimmers will go 25, and the third swimmer will swim another 50 yards. Now, the scoring system, 100 points for first, 75 for second, and 50 for third.
All right, Bruce, here are the lineups for the relay. In lane 1, Fame, Give Me a Break. Billy Hufsey swimming 50 yards. Lori Hendler, 25 yards. Laura Jill Miller, 25 yards. And the anchor, Carlo Imperato, 50 yards. In lane 2 from the General Hospital team, Brian Patrick Clark will swim the first leg. Shelley Taylor Morgan, the second leg. Sherilyn Walter, the third leg. Steve Bond, the anchor leg. And in lane 3 from the Police Academy team, Scott Thompson will lead off, followed by Deborah Lee Scott. Leslie Easterbrook next. And Brant Van Hoffman will anchor. They're at the blocks. Billy Hufsey, a great dive. Brian Patrick Clark is second. Scott Thompson third. Remember, these guys have to swim 2 laps. Time can be made or lost on the turns. Race right now close between Brian Patrick Clark and Billy Hufsey. Oh, no flip turns there. Brian Patrick Clark stopped at the wall. That's going to cost him. Billy Hufsey a little off the track, but he straightened himself out. Scott Thompson seems to be struggling a little. The Police Academy team seems to have their troubles in the water. Meanwhile, Billy Hufsey's given his Fame, Give Me a Break team quite a lead. We'll see now how the ladies do on their sprint. Lori Hendler was first in, Shelley Taylor Morgan second, and Deborah Lee Scott is off third. Lori Hendler has given her team even more of a lead now. That's Sherilyn Walter taking off in the middle lane. Deborah Lee not exactly at a record pace, but she's getting across. Now let's get back to the lead. That's Carlo Imperato in the water for the last 50 meters over in lane 1. Steve Bond going in after him. This is a repeat matchup of the last event. Now we'll see if Steve Bond can get a little revenge here. That's Leslie Easterbrook just finishing the third leg for Police Academy. Brant Van Hoffman swimming the last leg. They have saved their best for last. But it's Carlo Imperato who seems to be holding his own. He isn't going to let this one get away. His teammates waiting for him at the finish line. And that's it. First place, 100 points. Steve Bond will finish second. Brant coming in third, and he really wasn't that far behind. But for Carlo Imperato, a big win for the Fame Give Me a Break team. And right now, he is with Pamela Sue Martin.
Let me say something. Let me say something to America. Fame is going to live forever. And give me a break. All right, number 1. I love it.
So you're in the lead now. How do you feel?
We're going to stay there. We're going to stay there. We're going to stay there. We ain't going back for nothing. All these old people better take their vitamins.
So, after 4 events, the points have split up. Now, the swimming events are over, but the memory of this morning's events might last a lot longer for some, more than others.
Oh, I'm not going in the water anymore. Nice outfit. Everybody happy, ma'am.
Sure, you get to wear all the fancy clothes, and towards us, we wear ugly fat suits and stuff. Cruises, jumping in water, trying to drown. You were my best friend. What happened to you?
You did pretty good.
Look, I can do this. Watch. Hi, Pam. See, I'm going to take this job. Oh, Pamela Sue, how are you enjoying this?
It's good. I feel like going for a swim. Thanks.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Well, we'll all leave the pool and move to drier land. And a word from our commissioner, Dick Butkus.
Bruce is with someone whose name is synonymous with tennis.
Picture this. Yeah? Grass courts, crowded stadium, the finals at the All England Lawn and Racket Club. Did you ever hear of Wilson tennis rackets?
You heard that, Wilson?
I mean, forget McEnroe, forget Borg, forget Lever. The name Wilson stands alone, and walks alone, too.
It's time for a mini event. This one is tennis. The points are 50, 25, and 10. Just like the sprints and all other mini events, except it's tennis. The way the tennis works is 2 teams start on the court, and the team that wins stays on. The team that loses sits, and the third team's players come on the court. Now, games are played to 4 points, and the first team to take 6 games is the winner. Now, is that clear to you?
I think so. The team has got to get 4 points and then to 6.
Six
and then
games.
Six
games, and you're the winner. You're the winner.
Winner.
You got it now?
No, I don't think so. But
why not?
It doesn't matter because I'm not playing.
Get off that. Let's see how it goes.
Back to the competition. Our commissioner does have problems with these General Hospital people. The famed Gimme a Break team took charge of the courts, just like they did at the pool. General Hospital gave it a valiant effort. There were some brilliant shots made, like that one. But all it did was make the match go just a little longer. Just watch. At match point against Police Academy, Lori Hendler and Billy Hufsey just sat back and watched. So, famed Gimme a Break finishes first. Police Academy is second, and General Hospital is third. And at the end of 5 events, famed Gimme a Break is ahead with 285 points, followed by General Hospital with 220 points, and Police Academy with 200 points in a close race for second. And while the team members from famed Gimme a Break relish their lead, let's take a closer look at that team. Carlo Imperato is fame's Danny Amatullo. Carlo is a singer as well, with a #1 hit in England to his credit. One can easily see he loves sports. Billy Hufsey plays Christopher Donlin on Fame. He's a former Golden Gloves boxer and a disco champion. Telma Hopkins, Dr. Addie Wilson on Gimme a Break, is probably best known as the wisecracking member of Tony Orlando's Dawn. Lara Jill Miller may be the smallest competitor in the field, but that doesn't seem to stop her. Lara will soon be appearing in her first feature film, Touch and Go, with Michael Keaton. Lori Hendler, the bespectacled brainy sister Julie on Gimme a Break, is an avid skier and tennis player as well as an all-around athlete. Her first television experience came on the streets of San Francisco. Jesse Borrego became a regular cast member on Fame in 1984. With his dance background, he should be an invaluable member of his team.
Mr. Budget! For you, ready?
Right now, Scott Baio has joined Bruce and Pamela out on the field.
Hi, Pam. Hi, Bruce.
Hey, Scott.
Hi, Scott. Are you having a good time?
Well, to tell you the truth, Pam, I can't get some of the birds back in their cages. I'm kidding. I'm having a great time.
Well, do you think Police Academy can make a comeback?
Oh, they just might. I mean, that's what's so great about this show is that there's so many teams competing that it's going to be fun to see who finishes up on top. Now, I know Lorenzo Lamas is going to put together a strong team from Falcon Crest, so...
I think Days of Our Lives could do it, or even Love Boat.
Well, don't be surprised about Dance Fever. I mean, Adrian Zemed, he's brought some of his celebrity judges, like Kim Fields and Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Bill Cosby Show. Now, joining his team, they could be tough.
Well, the sentimental favorite has to be Jerry Mathers from the Leave It to Beaver game.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go check out some of the track events. Oh, by the way, I'm missing a bird. It's white, about this big. It's got a swing.
I saw it was going that way.
That's south, right?
Yeah,
okay,
that's south.
I'll be back in a few.
Good luck.
Okay, the track events are about to start. A look at the scoreboard shows that General Hospital and Police Academy have some work to do. Back for the dash for the cash.
Let's go to the field where Police Academy is doing a little extra training.
Up, up. Hey, come on, come on. You guys want to win that cash? Yeah! Let me hear you say yeah! Yeah! You want to win those cars? Yeah! Let me hear you say yeah! Yeah!
The reason Leslie's putting the Police Academy team through such a strenuous workout is because they are playing for some serious cash and prizes. You want to know how serious?
How serious?
Well, I'll tell you how serious. This week's first place team will start with $30,000. The second place squad will share $21,000, and the third place team will get $12,000. Now, the top 2 teams from this week's competition will also move on with the possibility of taking a total of, get this, $165,000. Now, each member of the overall winning team will also drive away in a Pontiac Sunbird.
Oh.
Real good, guys.
The standings at this point in the competition are Fame, Gimme a Break, has 285 points, General Hospital, 220, and Police Academy, 200 points. And now we've moved over to the track. The next event, the women's 50-yard dash. Now, there are 2 runners from each team. Now, the points go 50 for first, 25 for second, and 10 points for third. Now, it is a very, very close competition. It is all going to come down to the running. And they're at the starting blocks.
All right, Bruce, the women's 50-yard dash about to begin. We'll go to the starting line now for the introductions. First of all, in lane 1, from Fame Give Me a Break, Lori Hendler.
In
lane 2, from General Hospital, it's Sherilyn Walter. Over in lane number 3, from Fame Give Me a Break, Thelma Hopkins. In lane 4, from Police Academy, Leslie Easterbrook. Lane number 5, from General Hospital, it's Jackie Zeman. And in lane 6, from Police Academy, Marion Ramsey.
In lanes 2 and 3, Barry, Sherilyn Walter and Thelma Hopkins have looked very good in practice.
Comes up. Sherilyn gets the best start. She takes a quick lead. Thelma Hopkins and Lori Hendler pretty close together. Sherilyn coming across the finish line first for General Hospital, 6.67.
And a congratulatory hug.
You guys are great. Second and third. Good one. No, you guys are great. Second and third.
Let's take one more look at that race. Sherilyn Walter picking up 50 points for General Hospital. Thelma Hopkins eased out Lori Hendler, but Fame Give Me a Break gets the points for both second and third.
I've never seen such a determined look in my face as you came down.
In your face?
In your face, yes. Oh, in your face.
Oh, I know.
Early whites were showing, and you were going.
I wanted it so bad. So bad. After the tennis, after I was showing in tennis, I had to do something to redeem myself.
And you did absolutely beautiful. Very nice race.
Thank you very much.
So while General Hospital is feeling the success of the moment, Bruce is with Flip for some words of wisdom.
Bruce, I was talking to Geraldine about this racing and all these events.
Right.
She gave me some tips that I thought I'd want to pass on to a great athlete like you.
Well, I sure appreciate that.
Geraldine told me to tell you.
Yeah?
It's hard to make a comeback when you haven't been anywhere.
I can see that.
Yeah. She also mentioned to me that I should say to you that it may be lonely at the top, but it's crowded at the bottom. The thing that she
good advice.
Yeah,
Tremendous wisdom.
Look, the thing that she told me that stuck out most prominently in my mind was, she said, you don't have to be nice to the people you meet on the way up if you don't intend to come back.
General Hospital making some headway after 6 events. Here are the scores. And Pamela Sue Martin is with Brian Patrick Clark.
Brian, I understand that you once won a medal in track at the Junior Olympics.
Yes, I sure did, but I was 15 and I'm now 33. I won the City of Cleveland Junior Olympics.
But you still jump a lot of rope. I understand you jump rope 4,500 times a day.
That's very accurate. Yes, I do. I did 13,000 without a miss in October.
Oh, well, I'd like to see that.
13,000? Do you have an hour and 25 minutes? You got me jumping with this, huh? Harness?
That's it.
Okay,
That's it.
Let's check this out.
That's not your kind of rope, huh?
No, I'm not sure.
Good luck in the race, Brian.
Do I have to do it like this all the way down? All right, I'll be there.
Okay, now it's time for the men's sprint. Guys are at the starting line for their introductions. In lane number 1, from Police Academy, Brent Van Hoffman. In lane number 2, from General Hospital, it's Brian Patrick Clark. Lane 3, Billy Hufsey from Fame Give Me a Break. Racing in lane 4, Police Academy's Scott Thompson. Over in lane 5, it's Jesse Borrego from Fame Give Me a Break. And on the outside, in lane number 6, from General Hospital, Steve Bond.
And a little good luck handshake between Jesse Borrego and Billy Hufsey. They're getting ready, and the gun is going up.
Runners are on their marks. And set. Billy Hufsey gets off quickly. Brian Patrick Clark in lane 2. Jesse Borrego lane 5. Brad Van Hoffen in lane 1. It's very, very close, and Billy Hufsey wins it. Teammate Jesse Borrego is second. Brian Patrick Clark finishes third.
A great race. A little bit of acknowledgement between Billy Hufsey and Jesse Borrego. Now the winning time, 6.01 seconds. And Barry, the whole team is excited about this victory because that means they win today's competition and will move on to the next round. But second place is still up for grabs because they will also move on to the second round. Hams with the winners.
Congratulations, you guys. You won it, and you're going to be in the second round. How do you feel? Terrific.
I feel great.
Great.
We're ready to keep
feel
going.
like winners.
Keep going on and on. We're going to take it.
We want to 9 seconds.
You will real soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fame, give me a break. That's your first place team. Up next, the race for number 2. While the runners are making last-minute decisions before the final event, Flip has a little story that he wants to share with Bruce.
These runners, 440 is nothing. I mean, do you really want to hear about running? I mean, do you want to hear about track, moving out? Do you know the distance between Athens, Greece, and Addis Ababa? I mean, we're talking running.
Addis Ababa?
Yes. My uncle was a great runner. Did you see the picture a few years ago of the guy with the sofa on his back in Detroit?
Yeah.
That's running. That was my uncle.
And he was good.
And he was running.
Yeah.
I wonder what Flip's other relatives can do. Back to the question of the day. Who'll come in second? Well, Bruce is on the field with 2 of the captains right now.
Well, the whole day of competition has come down to this. Police Academy just has to win. If you win this race,
right,
Bruce, you're going to wind up in second place.
Right.
Do you have the team to do it?
I do not have the team to do it, but Brian, you give me the car, you give me that Sunbird, and I'll toss it.
You got the car. You got the team, you got the car, you got my firstborn and my house and the mortgage with it.
Now, you just have to prevent, General Hospital just has to prevent Police Academy from winning.
It's not just a matter of just, we have to. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, it sounds simple enough, but, you know, things happen on the track, as you would know.
I think the only thing left now, is to get on the track and prove
right.
it. Yeah, either it's the Bruce or the Brian.
Okay.
Okay, well, good luck to you guys.
Good luck. Thank you. Good luck, Chris.
You see that line over there?
Right behind you.
Let me point out to you over there. I'm going to run from here to there. I'm going to do my best to win. If I lose, that means that all I have to look forward to tonight is an incredible party.
The runners are at the starting line. Barry, the introductions.
All right, Bruce, for Police Academy's do or die final effort, running the first 110 leg is Scott Thompson. Running the second 110 leg, Leslie Easterbrook. Bruce Mahler will run the 220. And Marion Ramsey is running the 440. The Fame Give Me a Break team is in the middle lane. Laura Jill Miller is running the first leg. Thelma Hopkins will run the second leg. Carlo Imperato will run third. And Jesse Borrego is running the anchor. I understand Jesse's pretty fast. Remember, Fame has already won today, so they really don't have any pressure on them whatsoever. Okay, now for General Hospital. Up first, Sherilyn Walder. Jackie Zeman is next. Brian Patrick Clark will run the 220. And Steve Bond will run the anchor leg.
All right, now, if Police Academy wins, they go on. If not, General Hospital goes on and Police Academy goes home.
That's Sherilyn Walder on the left of your screen. Laura Jill Miller in the center. Scott Thompson on the inside. Remember, Sherilyn Walder won the women's sprint. She's off very quickly here, Bruce.
Obviously a mismatch with Scott Thompson going up against the 2 ladies.
And he has just about made up that stagger already. Here is Sherilyn Walder now. We head for the first handoff. And the handoff now to Jackie Zeman for General Hospital. Leslie Easterbrook also taking the handoff just about the same time. And Jackie Zeman extending her lead a little bit here. You see a couple of these runners start to tie up now as we come up to the other exchange. Handoff now to Brian Patrick Clark and Bruce Mahler. Still very, very close between those two. And we head now for the third exchange.
And Carlo Imperato, look at him. He is flying. He's passing Bruce Mahler.
Carlo coming right by, just blowing by Mahler. Remember now, Police Academy has to win to move on into the second round. Final lap coming up now. It's going to be Steve Bond and Jesse Borrego along with Marion Ramsey. It is Bond on the inside. Borrego running in the center of the track. Ramsey trailing.
And Jesse Borrego starting to make his move on the outside, but Steve Bond very determined, holding him off as they go down the backstretch. Remember, it's 440 yards once around the track. That's a long way.
An extremely difficult event, but Borrego running very smoothly. He looks like a track man, Bruce.
Hey, look at the determined look on Steve Bond.
And Borrego tying up a little bit. It is Steve Bond now, who is running the race virtually all by himself. It is Bond in first place, Borrego in second place, Marion Ramsey a distant third. They come around the final turn.
And Jesse Borrego looks like his spirit has been broken, but not Steve Bond. Look at him charging to the finish line.
Steve Bond wins it, does so first. Team General Hospital finishing first. Fame, Give Me a Break is second. Police Academy a distant third. Marion Ramsey has just about said, that's enough. I'll leave it to the guys.
I'm sorry. I'm not to pull it in.
Tomorrow. I couldn't catch Brian, man. It's all right.
That's because he already had a jump. You guys. And I couldn't pull that lead in.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, don't worry. You're fine. God bless you. We check it. We got him. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Boy, that's serious.
Beautiful. Beautiful running.
Really good. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Really. That's stopping. I cannot. That was kind of like sex, I think.
Excuse me.
He came right up on your shoulder there. I didn't know if you were going to make it.
Hey, man. When he tries to pass me, and I don't quit.
All right. Congratulations. The team moves on, huh? Congratulations. That's the good news. You got to do it all over again.
That's right. That's right.
That's the bad news.
We'll be
all right.
And so the teams representing Fame, Give Me a Break and General Hospital will move on now into the second round of competition. As for the members of the third place team, Police Academy.
Well, I guess that means it's off to a great party.
So a look at the final standings and an invitation to the Police Academy party.
Starring in the hit series Fame, please welcome Billy Hufsey.